Vlog 6 of our Toyota 3.4 swap. So we got the motor transmission out yesterday. Now we're just going through the rest of the interior and taking out any parts that we can salvage. And I just got done removing the dashboard, the full dashboard, which is still really good. It also has the freaking airbag system. It's held by two 12 millimeter bolts, so make sure you take that off too. Since the dashboard is now removed, I want to go over the wire again, just so you guys remember. There's 3 wires that you have to cut off from inside the dashboard. Your OBD2, which is right below the driver's seat. Usually it's right here. And then you have this big one right here. This is a very big one. You can't miss it out. We'll cut it way over here. And again, you don't need to remove the dashboard to cut these. You can cut it while the dashboard is still in place. So this one, and then this one here. This is the one that go into your ECU. There's 4 plugs. 3 of those plugs are already attached to the engine harness. And then the 4th one is attached to the dashboard harness. So this main wire harness here is called the dashboard harness. And then the engine harness is from the engine. So we're going to chop these 3 pieces, and then these are the donor plugs, and you can wire them yourself if you're pretty much good at it. But since I'm not a good electrician or wiring guru, we're going to cut these off and then send them into the toy only swap and have them build us a adapter harness for the 3.4 to the 3.0 wiring harness. So as far as what you need to cut off, from my research, this is pretty much it only. So we're going to snip that off, and we're going to save these. Other than that, I've been removing all the little parts that can be sold. So all the little control panels, glove box. Anything that's electrical is always valuable. So anything that's electrical, like the switches, the power switches, clock, anything like that, you always want to take those because you can always sell on eBay and stuff like that. I have the cluster right here. And the cluster, just for the record, this engine has ended at 304 and 5 miles. So this is the original cluster, and we'll go ahead and document that and then put that for sale. So anybody wants to join the 300,000 club, you can buy that. You can buy that cluster. This right here is pretty much all I want from the engine bay. I've taken off the headlights, the windshield bottle. They're pretty damn big. I never knew the windshield bottle was so big. It's almost like a gallon. I kept the air intake, so your air box comes here and then goes here, and then it has like a little intake tube. So I'm keeping that in case I need to modify my V6. But most likely when I'm done with the 3.4, I want to go ahead and do a snorkel on it. So I'm just keeping that in case. I went ahead and removed all the wiper motor. I'm not sure what this piece is called, but it's the piece that hoses all the hard line for the fluid, for the brake line fluids and stuff, hydraulic fluids. Not keeping the AC line or power steering line. Over here we have removed the master clutch. You have to remove the 2 bolts for the master clutch in order to release the clutch pedal. So we kept the clutch pedal in case anyone needs to do a 5-speed swap. I cut the fuse box right here. So from the engine harness, from the dashboard harness, I cut the fuse box and kept it just in case. Not that I would need it, but maybe somebody on eBay will need it. And then other than that, that's pretty much it. When the time comes for removal of this truck, or whenever somebody buys it, I'm just going to sell it the way it is. If I end up taking it to the dump, then I'll go ahead and remove the brake booster. For the most part, it's pretty much it. CV axles are pretty much still good. I don't see any torn boots or anything like that, but I'm not going to dig into it. There's a different tie rod system set up, so they have a steering rack, and then differential. Has a bunch of oil from the oil leak and stuff like that. Differential fluid, the mirror ring seal leak and stuff. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. All I want from the engine bay. I'll go ahead and take out the hood. Obviously, once we get going, I'll take out the hood. I'll keep the hood prop. I might go ahead and keep the hood latch. This is the hood latch right here. So this is pretty popular. Sometimes people get into a little front end crash. They damage this piece, and usually they need this piece here. AC system, I'm gonna leave that inside. I don't care about the AC system, the horns. I don't care about that. And that's pretty much it for the front end here. So I'll show you guys what I kept. So the headlights, I only have one of the driver's side. And then this is that little piece I was talking about that hoses all the hard lines. These are just miscellaneous plugs. These are just plugs from the engine bay. I decided to just cut them in case I might need them or somebody might need them. This right here is the wiper motor. And then this is the main fuse box from the engine. It still has all the fuses and all the main relays and all those big things. And I cut it right there. Somebody can probably splice that up if they need it, or they can open up the bottom and fix it up. But that's pretty much it for vlog 6 here. I believe this is vlog 6. This is the rest of the teardown. I will go ahead and remove the fenders and the doors. Those are all last minute things once I decide if somebody wants to buy or not. But right now I don't want to remove it. I did remove the steering wheel, but then I decided to put that back on in case I might have to move the vehicle and I need my steering. So that's the only thing that I kept. So I kept the steering wheel back on, and all the stuff is pretty much cut. I'll go ahead and get this seat removed too. This is the driver's seat. I won't need that anymore. So I'm going to go remove that. Over here, I also went and removed all the switches. So all the panels from the front and doors. All the panels and stuff like that. We'll probably go and sell those. And that's pretty much it, guys. This is vlog 6 here. The rest of the interior. I'm not going to deal with the carpet. I'm just going to leave the carpet the way it is. I don't want to mess with it. And all these little internal dash and stuff like that, I'm not going to mess with it anymore. The sunroof, I'm going to keep it the way it is. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to dig in too much. Like I said, I only want to get the main parts that I want and main parts that we can salvage. But everything else is pretty much there. The rear axle, I'm not going to really deal with it unless somebody wants to buy the whole frame. The gas tank, we drove it. So the gas tank, I drove it until it was pretty much out. So hopefully it's only has like maybe half gallon right now. But the gas tank, we might go ahead and drop that later. It depends. We might just leave it the way it is. But that's going to wrap it up for vlog 6 here. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll keep you guys updated on the next episode of our 3.4 swap progress. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.